He goes spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. We have HeRoMaRinE for Mouse. And in the top right, we have for Offside, Firefly. Offside Esports. Oh, I keep forgetting. Esports. Let's go. Again, I would have loved to have casted game 1 and game 2. I think Firefly versus HeRoMaRinE is really spicy, to be honest. Again, Big Gabe, of course, he's one of the best Terran players in Europe. He's top 3, alongside Clem and Spirit. Is one of the best Terrans that Europe has to offer. Firefly on the other side is a wild card. He's been rising through the ranks of the Korean scene, or the Asian scene really, in Southeast Asia, in China, and of course in Korea as well. It's always a lot of fun to see Firefly go up against some of these players that are maybe not so native to his region, as they're maybe not so familiar with Firefly. Oh, as we're starting things over the proxy, okay. Papi. Firefly going for the pylon here on the left-hand side. This might just be a proxy gateway for a 2-gate opener. Maybe leading even into 3 gateways. There it is, second gateway is on the way. So this is a way to be really aggressive and to punish a more greedier style from our Terran player. Now we can see that HeRoMaRinE is going double gas, so this is going to be a faster factory. So racks into factory into delayed CC. So HeRoMaRinE will have access to factory-based units a little bit faster here, which I imagine is more ideal. Zelda's on the way from Firefly. The way this works is it's going to be a Zealot back at home. It's going to walk across the map. We should be proxying a Stalker, and we should be making an Adept back at home as well to reinforce that much faster. Just really heavy gateway aggression early on from Firefly. Here we go. There's that Zealot moving out, and I assumed it was going to be a proxy Stalker, but no, it's going to be double Adept. Again, Firefly prioritizing speed more than anything to get across as quickly as possible. Does get eyes on the CC. He sees how late it is, so he knows it's going to be a faster factory. Cyclone is in production, but we could even force a cancel in this command center. Uh-oh. Yeah, the SCVs have to back off, and they're going to be hunted down by the others. One SCV goes down, second SCV as well. Again, the Cyclone is on the way. We won't force a cancel in the command center, but we do delay it for a very long time, as we start working through that depot. The depot getting low. Boys are being pulled, but the Adepts, they can shut down the SCVs. Do we go for the SCVs or do we go for the Marines? Cyclone does arrive. Firefly has to retreat, but he's back up to 3 Adepts, and we shade in. Uh-oh. We shade up the ramp, and do we commit? We do not. We're going for the command center instead. Can we force a cancel? Not like this. Yeah, Gabe pushing down the ramp. The Cyclone gets stuck. Cyclone gets stuck for a moment. We do get a lock on the Adepts. The Zealot goes down. The Adepts, they shade past the army onto the high ground. Cyclone getting so low. And we're going for the mineral line. Yeah, Firefly just pulling Gabe apart here. Finally, the Adepts are going to be shut down. A nice control out of Gabe. He saves the Cyclone. He will save his CC. But that is 5 worker kills and a massive delay on that command center. And back at home, Firefly is chilling. He's making workers, getting into his natural. He's up in the worker count. And we are following this up with Phoenixes. Okay, interesting choice here by Firefly. Going for a Phoenix follow-up. Stalkers, they rock up once again just as HeRoMaRinE moves out. Not like this. Gabe moves out just at the wrong moment. He's forced to turn back around. And the Cyclones, they do end up catching a Phoenix, but we're going to be trading 1 for 1. A Phoenix for a Cyclone. Second Cyclone forced back. Another Phoenix does arrive, and Firefly snowballing out of control. The Marines, they keep on pushing. Do we force a recall? Do we force a recall or do we commit? Do we commit to the base trade? With that high yield depot getting very low. There's that recall. The Marines, they just walk into the main. Remember, there is no stim. These are vanilla Marines. But if left unchecked, they can snowball out of control. So a big reaction here by Firefly. 1 Stalker is going to be going down. 1 Stalker for, what was that, 7 or 8 Marines? Good cleanup by Firefly. Doesn't take much economic damage at all. But he was forced back. HeRoMaRinE, can he finally expand? He's been trying to take his natural the entire game. And finally it's going to finish, but Firefly just doesn't let him breathe. Just doesn't let him stabilize. Ooh, there's a tank in position. The Phoenixes, of course, are going to be looking to try and lift it up, to try to lock down that tank. That one tank is the only thing keeping HeRoMaRinE alive here in this game. And we're pushing in. And there's a CC on the tank. We do focus it down. The tank goes down. And it looks like Firefly is snowballing out of control. He breaks through that cyclone. Another tank does arrive. But we have Phoenixes. Yeah, and there's that lift. We lift up the tank. We shut it down. And Gabe just doesn't have much left. GG gets called. And Firefly will take the series 2-1. GG. Bobby. GG, well played. Congratulations here to Firefly as he takes down HeRoMaRinE 2-1. I feel a little bit robbed. I feel a little bit robbed that we missed Game 1 and Game 2. I would have loved to have seen Game 1 and Game 2. I would have loved to have seen how they went back and forth. Obviously, Game 3 was hyper aggressive, and again, Gabe just could not get into the mid game. I mean, I say get into the mid game. Gabe couldn't expand. He could not take his natural at all that game. By the time he did, the game ended. Just hyper aggression out of Firefly, just not letting him into his own game. And GG. GG, well played. Firefly does advance on into the quarterfinals. And Firefly, if you remember, has an opponent ready and waiting. It's going to be Firefly versus Beyond. Oh, and we have a bracket.